Nothing is stronger than a woman who has rebuilt herself. Hi, everybody. I am honored to be part of the Back from Broken Summit. And if you can hear me right now, get ready to start writing your own story of prosperity out of your darkest moments. Because as Brene Brown says, owning your story is the bravest thing that you will ever do. And with that being said, my name is Jessica Maloney, and I am an empowerment coach. I am a licensed mental health counselor, nationally certified counselor, speaker, and author. My story is not a story of picking up broken pieces, but rather a journey through self-awareness. My story is still developing as I continue to grow, but this time, I'm the one in control of what's being written because I've stopped letting life happen to me and started to discover who it is that I really am. And as I take you along on this journey with me, I'm going to be sharing some of the footsteps I took to find my way. But your presence here tells me one thing specifically, that no matter where you are in your journey, you are pushing forward. You want this. You will and you are coming back from your place of feeling broken. I want you to say this along with me, please, okay? I got this. One more time. I got this. Go get a pen, write it down. I got this. Underline it and put it somewhere that you're going to see it, read it, and say it to yourself every day. This is the day that you now become the author of your own story. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to think about where you are in your life right now. Think of the person that you are right now. What are your goals and dreams? Out of all of the goals that we have, most people identify things that they want to achieve and accomplish outside of themselves. But what if the most important goal that you have, or you choose to have from here on out, is embracing and discovering the truth of who you are? What would happen if you choose you? As I thought about coming here today to talk to you about Back from Broken, I had a very hard time trying to figure out what story to share with you. Because to be honest, I feel like I've been broken many times. Broken hearts, broken dreams. But sometimes we have to go through these hardships to truly discover if our goals and wants are stronger than our setbacks. To finally find the person that you were meant to be under all of those broken pieces. Because it's not in spite of your past that you get to be amazing. It's because of your past. Once you find yourself again, you will be able to stand in the certainty of who you are and what you are capable of. You will stand in the certainty of who you are, and it will bring you to life. Because listen, there's going to be another storm that comes. There's going to be something that happens in life, and it may look like a rejection. It may look like a low bank account. It may look like an illness or a loss. And when it comes, it will shake you. It will completely rattle you. But it will not destroy you. Not again, not this time. Because when you stand in yourself, in your certainty, and your purpose, you are the owner of your life and your story. And this is the power that you are going to create by being here today. It took me over 30 years to learn this, to learn to love myself for most of my life, because I did not have the level of awareness to choose me. I was like a chameleon trying to please everybody, trying to become what I thought they wanted me to be, or what I thought I needed to be accepted or loved. I spent my teen years struggling with depression and anxiety and tremendous amounts of insecurities, convincing myself I wasn't good enough and creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. The strongest belief always wins. Life became so painful for me, I tried to end it. I didn't want to feel that pain anymore. I didn't want to feel the pain of hating myself every day. This broken moment, however, did not significantly alter the direction of my story because I was still not choosing me. I continued depending on others to determine who I should be, depending on others for my happiness, depending on others to determine if I was worthy of love. Because if somebody else didn't love me, then nobody could love me. I found myself in a slew of unhealthy relationships in all aspects of my life, making reckless decisions that I thought would make it all better, but only left me feeling more broken and alone. I spent years looking for love in all the wrong places. I had essentially signed up to be a volunteer victim in my own life. I was repeating the same cycles over and over again. I was scared and embarrassed, and I just kept trying to get somebody else to fix it, to fix me. I was in complete doubt that I had any power to change it. Have you ever found yourself in a moment in your life thinking, this is not my life? How is this my life? I would cry out, why does this keep happening to me? I found myself in a relationship where I was manipulated, criticized, gaslit, and I made excuses for all of it. One night I was in an argument that I had had countless times before, but this time I just couldn't fight anymore. Stop hurting me, I pleaded. You're hurting me. And the words, as I look back at who she was, that version of me, just imagine being hunched over, completely drained, crying, holding your heart in pain, hardly able to breathe, your skin crawling in anger that you are having this arguments again. Stop hurting me. And I can't believe I said it. I screamed it. You have broken me. You broke me. Here I was in a relationship feeling broken and alone. And I still valued having a relationship over not having a relationship because I didn't know who I was outside of this chaos. I will never forgive you, I shouted. You took everything from me. I have nothing left. But at the end of the day, as I blamed him for my brokenness, I had a finger pointing at him, and there were 3 fingers pointing at myself. And I decided to own my life. I had surrendered and allowed how he made me feel to dictate my choices, my friends, and the people around me. On that day, it was a defining moment that I became an owner of me, of my life, my thoughts, my feelings, and my choices. I've made choices that indicated that I was being owned. But on that day and moving forward, and through this process of self-discovery to discover the real me, I became an owner of me. I stopped blaming him when you broke me. Didn't get to have that anymore. Because the harsh reality is I broke myself by not knowing my worth, by making excuses for others' behaviors, by not knowing what I truly wanted or needed, and not knowing how to communicate it, and not having healthy boundaries, if I had any. At certain points in our life, we have to stop and ask ourselves a question of how we got here. And what kind of person have I become because of this relationship, because of this environment, because of this circumstance? This can apply to any relationship or environment in your life. And as Carl Jung says, I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. Recognize that no matter where you are, you have choices. When I finally faced my fear and took the time to answer my own questions, on that day, I launched off into a journey to find the real me because I knew that that was not me, at least not anymore. I knew I was living a misplaced life. I finally learned for myself that I deserved better. I finally knew that I was enough and I could give me better. I didn't have to wait for somebody else to do it. I didn't have to depend on somebody else to do it. I could give me better. Ladies and gentlemen, you have so much power and love in you. What if you gave it to yourself instead of everybody else? Choose you. Most of us spend the majority of our life doing what other people want us to do, being who they want us to be. Do you even know who you are? There are algorithms out there that know more about us than we do. It's crazy. The only person you are not good enough to be is somebody else. Choose you. You have to choose you first. You've got to learn about yourself. Figure out who it is that you are, what it is that you want, and that will guide you to find your way out. When you know who you are, you can do more for yourself and the people around you. It radiates out. Use your time wisely. Invest in yourself. As Steve Jobs says, your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. When you know what you deserve, you can begin to attract that into your life. When asked, where did the old Jessica go? I would often say, she's dead. She's dead. And at one point, I was really sad about that. I went numb for a long time. I went on my journey and I went through hell, but I found myself there and I brought her back with me. Throughout your life, there will be things that happen to you and there will be things that happen for you. Often you may find that when you're in the moment or you're lacking self-awareness, you will believe that these things are happening to you and it's going to be really stressful. But in time, with reflection and learned lessons, you may come to find out that these things have happened for you. That what is going to happen for you, this good thing, you can't even see right now in your place of darkness. But when you can take the time and look in the mirror and ask yourself the question of, who am I? What do I want? Listen, you're not going to want to do this. It's going to be uncomfortable. That fight or flight is going to kick in and say like, oh no, like get out of here, save yourself. And you're going to run away, but you're going to come back. You're always going to come back to face yourself in that mirror, to ask yourself these questions. You will be persistent. You will be relentless. You've got to have the right attitude because your attitude determines your altitude. You want to reach the next level of your success, don't you? You have to outlast the old you to get to the new you. And right after the last time you feel like you want to give up and run away, you will finally see yourself. You'll finally see the person staring back at you. You've been through some stuff. You might still have some dirt on your face. You might still have some bruises on your body. But you're going to finally see yourself, and dare I say, see yourself as whole. You will learn and grow from all of your experiences if you choose to. You will find increased strength and value within yourself. That is your superpower. It's existing inside of you. Are you going to rise to the challenge of owning your best self? Are you rising to the challenge? You got this. In one of Maya Angelou's poems, she writes, "You may shoot me with your words. You may cut me with your eyes. You may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I'll rise." When I didn't believe in myself, when I never thought I was enough, when I couldn't see what was right in front of me, I kept pushing through my process because the fear of pushing forward was far more worth it than the fear of what would happen if I turned back. I was determined to rise from the life I merely existed in, where I cried out wondering, how is this my life? Maybe you're listening and thinking, yeah, Jess, but I don't know if the fear of pushing forward is really worth it. I'm scared. Don't give up. Don't give in. Don't quit now. You're already uncomfortable. You might as well get something out of it. This is where we grow, in our discomfort. I was scared too, full of doubt. I battled this in my head countless times. But I encourage you right now to have courage, because through courage comes confidence. And if you're scared, then we do it scared, because you can turn your pain into power. When you find your fight, when you start to choose you, it starts with putting one foot slowly in front of the other, as if it were a tightrope. Despite the fear and the trembling, you keep moving forward. You didn't come this far to only come this far. You choose you. It is so necessary. Nothing works unless you do, and you are here to work on yourself. Why? Because you have to? No, because you deserve it. It's time you look in the mirror and see your true self, because you deserve it. It's time you learn to love yourself. Why? Because you deserve it. The root of the word confidence is trust. And your ability to trust starts within you. Who better to trust in than yourself? Do you want to be more confident? You must have courage to face your fears. You must have courage. That will bring you confidence. Too many of us are not living our dreams because we are living our fears. This is a quote by one of my mentors, Les Brown, and he is right. You cannot reach your dreams until they are bigger than your fears. Through my journey, my purpose has become empowering others to see this for themselves. I 100% believe in everything I'm telling you, not only because I've studied it in school or I heard somebody speak about it or I learned it from somewhere else, but because I lived it. And I believe in you. I believe in you so much. But I need you to believe in you. My belief can only take you so far. You got this. Do me a favor, grab that pen again, open your phone, write this down. Today, I choose me. This is another thing I want you to be reading and saying to yourself every day. I need you to think about the things that you think about, especially the thoughts that you have first thing in the morning. What are you setting yourself up for? You've got to stop waking up like it's an accident and start waking up on purpose. What is your why? What do you want? Better relationships? A better job? Happiness? Love? Identify what it is that you want and spend the rest of your life going after what it is that you want. This want can change because you will grow, but you're going to spend the rest of your life going after it. That you're going to wake up every day and you're going to choose you. You're going to love you. There is a lit fire within each of us. The only difference between your fire and somebody else's is what you feed it. Are you feeding your dreams to your fire? Are you igniting a blaze, a true inferno? Or are you feeding your fears to your fire? Your fears are like a watering can. Stop dimming your light. Stop dulling your spark. From here on out, starting today and every day after, you are going to feed your fire with all good things. And this is where your empowerment begins to rise. Part of the definition of empowerment is the authority or power given to someone to do something. So I need you to lean in for a second, okay? Here you go. I'm giving you authority to love yourself. I'm giving you the power to say yes to yourself and to say no to others, people, places, or things that just do not serve you. I give you permission to come back from broken. But again, my gift can only take you so far. So from here on out, you will be determined. You will choose you. You will rise to all challenges. You will have courage. You will grow more confident every day. You will love yourself. You have authority. You have power. You will choose you every time from here on out. And you will build an unstoppable sense of empowerment that no one can ever take from you. It is yours. It already exists within you. And you are getting stronger every day. Being empowered doesn't mean that we don't have bad days. It just means we know we can come back from any bad day. That bad day does not destroy us anymore. That a bad day does not define who you are. That we are not having any more bad days. We are having character building days. The choices you make every day are the footsteps that will lead you to your destiny. And you are destined for greatness. Before I go today, I want to leave you with a few of my footsteps that you can follow to find your way back from broken. Number one, remember that this is a process, but you got this. You're going to remind yourself of this daily, and you're going to choose you. Secondly, spend some time looking in the mirror to identify things that are true about you. If you're not at a place where you can find positive things, find something honest and true. Maybe I don't like my body, but I'm learning to love myself more every day. Maybe I see my reflection looking tired and ragged, but I'm taking steps to gain energy and be healthier every day. Make commitments to yourself and honor your commitments. This part's really important. You have to honor your commitments because by honoring them, it builds trust within you. You say you're going to do something and you do it, you build trust. And through trust comes confidence. Make your daily commitments attainable. The whole point is to be successful. We want you to succeed. Number three, write down the 3 most common thoughts that you have that do not serve you and start replacing these 3 thoughts with the thoughts that you want to be having, the things that are important to you, the things that you need to hear and think about to be able to manifest your goals and dreams into a reality. Remember, it starts with you. It starts with your thoughts, choices, actions, and behaviors. Number 4, start saying yes to yourself. Yes to the people, places, and things that add to your life, that make you feel good, that help you grow. Surround yourself with winners and start saying no to the things that make you feel like shit. Sorry. It's okay and often necessary to leave certain things behind on our process of growth, especially the things that choose not to grow with us. The seeds are planted. It is up to you to water your seeds and to get yourself out of your comfort zone to start getting some sunlight. The comfort zone is just what's familiar to us. It might be chaotic, but it's comfortable because it's familiar. We need to step outside, get uncomfortable so that you can help your seeds grow. And number 5, I want you to hold yourself accountable. This one's hard. You are not responsible for everything that happens, but you're responsible for your part in it. Start answering some of your own questions. Why does this keep happening to you? I don't know why. What part did I play in this scenario? Catch yourself with the, oh yeah, well, maybe it's just okay. It's one time. Stop making excuses for other people. We cannot control others and what they do, but you can control yourself by knowing yourself and your values, and it will help you set boundaries and hold strong if somebody tries to cross them. And just remember, I am here to support you on your journey. It starts with reprogramming your thoughts, feelings, and actions by adapting a winner's mindset, by maintaining consistency and confidence building and self-love, that you can stop doubting yourself and have better relationships and discover your self-worth. I would love for you to connect with me on my website at jessicamaloney.net or on Instagram at @JessMaloney. And if you go over to my website right now, you can download your free confidence building tip sheet. I would love to meet you and get to know a little bit about your story. One final quote I'd like to leave you with is that the reason nothing has helped fix you is because you're not broken. This is a quote by Steve Maraboli. And in these moments, I know we feel very broken. But again, maybe you're not broken. Maybe this is just your metamorphosis. Because a metamorphosis can be painful, right? But think about the change. Trust in yourself and trust in your process. Because when you come out of the other side, you are going to radiate resiliency because you are now unstoppable. You got this? You got this. It's time to author the remainder of your story, starting right now. Go out there and be amazing. You've earned it.